Hello everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the MPS, that's Master Production Schedule, using Odoo Manufacturing and Purchase. MPS in Odoo means Master Production Schedule, and MPS is a planning tool in Odoo that is used to decide what products to manufacture, how much to produce, and when to produce them. It helps manufacturers to plan productions based on forecasted demand and actual sales. Now, why we need to use the MPS? MPS help you to avoid overproductions. It prevent the stock shortages and plan production in advance. Also manage the balanced demand and supply. Now let's see how MPS works in Odoo. So for that, we can move on to the manufacturing module, and from here, let's dive into the configuration settings. From the settings, we need to enable the master production schedule. This plan the manufacturing or purchase based on the forecast. Here you would be able to find different time range and the period. It can be yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. And currently, we are going to choose the master production schedule with a default time range as weekly. Once it's done, the next step is to consider a product. So in this case, I would like to consider a product which is called bicycle. So here, let's create a new product and let's make the product as favorite over here, and you can provide the name, and if you want to set the image of the product, you can just set it, and once it's done, you can also provide the vendor over here. So it's important to designate a vendor. So I would like to consider a vendor. Let's say Ami Watson is the vendor. We can set the unit price. Let's say it's 500, and I would like to set the lead time over here as 10 days. Or you can just change accordingly. Let's say it's 14 days. Let's save it, and if you want to set the sales price over here and cost, you can also just set that. So once it's been set, the next step is that we just need to manage the MPS. As we enable MPS from the configuration settings, we can manage the MPS from the planning. Basically, we know that the MPS is a planning tool that's for the purchase as well as manufacturing. Once it's done, you can just move on to the master schedule, master production schedule, and you can see that different products are available, which is the desk combination by units, bike, office chair, then corner desk, drawer black. When you just create a product, you cannot find the product under the MPS. If you want to add a product into the MPS, you can click on add a product, where you can add the name of the product. So in this case, it's bicycle, right? So let me add it, and here you can find different fields such as the indirect demand, and when it is checked, this product will not appear in the to forecast filter. And if you want to set any bill of material, you can assign it, and I would like to choose the route over here as purchase, because we know MPS can be managed with a purchase as well as with the manufacturing also. If you want to set a safety stock range, you can also just go ahead with it. You can also set a minimum to replenish and replenish trigger. So once you have done with the adding of the product, you can save it over here. So once the product is added, you would be able to find the product over here. Now what you have to do is you just need to set the forecasted quantity and everything. So before doing it, let's move on to the product, and we just need to initiate a product over here. That's a product count. So I would like to initiate the inventory count with 350 over here. Okay, we haven't added that. Okay, so when we just move on to the master production, currently you can see that under the bicycle, you can find the 350 quantity with different weeks over here. Okay, now we can consider the products with over here. So in the 51st week, I would like to consider the quantity as that forecasted quantity as 110. And in the 52 week, I would like to set the quantity as 145 as well as I would like to replenish it with 150. So let me set it over here. Okay, let's set it as 150. And in week 3, I won't be making further changes. And here you can find again, we are just moving on to the week 2. And in this case, I would like to set the forecasted quantity as 450. Okay, so let me set it as 450. And once it's 10, you can just move on with the other quantity. Let's say 154. And in week 6, I would like to set it as, in week 4, I would like to set it as 154. Okay. Let me set it as 0. In week 54, let's say 154. And in week 6, let's say it's 227. And finally, in week 7 or in week 8, you can just set it as 300. Okay. So once it's 10, you can just manage the ordering. So let me click on order so that a purchase order will be automatically, a purchase order will be created under the purchase module with the designated vendor. Now let's move on to the purchase module, and here you can see that a purchase order has been created. So in this case, you can find the 150 quantity which has been given with the order deadline as 8, and you can see the expected arrival is on December 22, and you would be able to see that we have created the master production schedule with the manufacturing. Right now, let's move on to the manufacturing module again. From the manufacturing module, you can again move on to the planning and consider the manufacturing production schedule. So in this case, you can see that we can also order or replenish the item by choosing the order button. So here currently you can see that we have made an order for 150 quantity, and now we have the option to replenish for week 2, week 4, then week 6 and all. So upon clicking on order, here you can see that Odoo will be highlighting which week we need to replenish. So let me click on order so that the order is being generated under the purchase module. Again, let me click on order, and we have just made an order for 154 quantity. And from here again, you can just go ahead with order. So we have made an order for 227 quantity. Let's again click on order for 300 quantity, and yes, it's done. Now, when you move on to the purchase module, here you would be able to see that we have generated the replenishment order with the master schedule, production schedule over here in the purchase module. Okay, so you can see that we can easily replenish without overstocking or without understocking the item. Likewise, we can also manage the MPS for manufacturing module. So let's move on to the manufacturing module. So currently we have the MPS for the purchase module. Now let's move on to the manufacturing module, and now we need to consider a product. So let's move on to the product, and here we can see that we have the product called wheel system. So under the wheel system, what you have to do is we first need to consider the components, and under the tubes, here you can see that we have just set the quantity on hand as 50, and we have just designated a vendor for the tubes, and you would be able to see that we have designated a vendor for the product tire, as well as under the general information, you would be able to find the details that we have given over here. And I don't want to make these products available in sales and purchase, that's the wheel system. So I'll be unchecking everything from here and setting the quantity on hand as 0 for the wheel system. And as we are just managing the MPS for manufacturing, we need to consider bill of material. And here you can see that we have the bill of material of the product with the quantity that is specified. And we also just need to ensure that under the inventory, we have enabled the manufacturing, because we just want to do the master production schedule by manufacturing the item. So we just need to ensure that we have enabled the feature manufacture under the wheel system. So once it's 10, we can just manage the planning, that's the master production schedule for manufacturing a product. So here you will not be able to find the product, which is the wheel over here. So let's add the item. So upon clicking on the product here, you can see that we'll be able to find the product, which is wheel system. So here you can see that we'll be getting the bill of materials, and as we just choose a product bill, a wheel system, you can see that the route will be auto populated over here, and we don't need to manage with any other indirect demand or safety stock target or minimum to replenish or replenish trigger. So once it's 10, you can save the changes that you have made over here, and you would be able to find the product which is being added over here. Now we just need to update the quantities over here. So let's update the quantities. So here you can see that in the week 1, I'll be setting the quantity as 1110. Let's say 1110 over here. And in week 2, it's 145 as the forecasted quantity, with 150 as the replenishment quantity. And in week 3, we can see that it's 228, and in week next week, here we can provide as 450, and in week 4 I would like to set it as 154, and in week 6 I would like to set it as 227. Okay, and here comes finally we have 300 for the other one. Okay, let me set it as 300. So the product over here is, yeah, and you can find it's 300. So once it's 10, you can see that we have just 10 with setting up of the quantity. And if you want to just generate a manufacturing order, you can just click on order. So as I just move on to the order button here, you can see that the replenishment quantity is highlighting over here. So as I just click on order, a manufacturing order will be created under the operations. So as you just move on to the manufacturing order, here you can see that an order is created, and yeah, it's not the order. So let's move on and let's see which is the order that has been created. And you can find the products. Here you can see that the order has been created, and you can see the products are not available in the scheduled date, and the components are not available. So you just need to deal with the dates over here. Okay, so currently you can see that the scheduled date is December 2022 and the component is not available. So we just need to ensure that we have sufficient components. So here you can see the forecasted quantities and everything. The unit that we are available is with 50, and the forecasted quantity is being given over here. So let me update the quantity over here as 5,000. Okay. And let's back, and again let's move on to the quantities, and let's update the quantity over here as 5,000. Okay, and as you just move on here, you can see that the product is right now available, and you can just schedule the date, and you can just start the manufacturing of the item. So that's how we manage with the MPS in Odoo 19 manufacturing module. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementations and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. And that's all about MPS of Odoo 19. And thank you for watching the video.